Hey, what's up, guys? Michael here with Talk About It. We got another awesome episode ready for you. We've got a Don with Workiz.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Michael here with Don from Workiz. We are ready for another awesome episode of Talk About It. I've got my tacos here. I've got some awesome breakfast tacos locally here in Lincoln. Don, you've got some interesting info on your tacos. Tell us a little bit about the tacos you've got there.
Well, I didn't get any tacos actually. We don't have a lot of tacos in Israel. We have something, I guess you can kind of, equivalent it to tacos. We got shawarma, which is a lot of meat rolled up in a nice big pita bread.
Hey,
Uh,
that sounds good to me. Probably better than the tacos I've got here. So
yeah.
I'm gonna, I've got a mystery sauce every week. This week it's not a mystery. This week we wanted to feature the Taco Bout It sauce. We'll be giving these away to people that submit questions and are lucky enough to win that random drawing. So I'm gonna throw some of this on here. I'm gonna enjoy some tacos with Don. You've got all the great information. So while I'm enjoying some tacos, let's get some information rolling from you. Tell us a little bit, as I said, you're with Workiz. Tell us a little bit about Workiz and kind of your background in the industry that led you to Workiz.
Definitely, definitely. So Workiz is basically the app that I dreamed of having 10 years ago. I was a locksmith in Southern California. We ran a pretty nice business. At a point, we grew to having about 25 employees across a couple of areas. And Workiz is pretty much everything we wish we could have had back in 2006. We ended up selling the business around 2010, leaving us with all this great knowledge. Went on to give some consulting services to service businesses, and pretty quickly, we understood that a lot of folks out there could use the kind of infrastructure that we had. We had a mix of a lot of really nice stuff with our business. We used to track calls, we used to do recording, we used to do service areas. We really wanted everything to kind of be turnkey. And we saw that a lot of businesses in 2013, 2014 still don't have that. So which brought us to develop Workiz. We wanted to make kind of a all-in-one tool for all these service businesses there, because they need a lot of stuff. I mean, it's not just scheduling, it's not just estimates, invoices. There's a lot that goes into play there, and customers are getting more and more demanding. I mean, you obviously see that everywhere. There's technology around. They're using Uber, they're using Time Warner. They're used to getting this sort of level of service. And what we bring basically is you don't have to be this huge corporation to have all of these great features. There's an app out there that gives you everything and fairly easy. That's kind of the gist
Yeah,
of it, of what we're trying to
excellent.
bring.
That's awesome. And you kind of hit on one thing that kind of sparked a question in my brain. So, you've been in the industry, you've seen the industry. Obviously, you've seen it evolve from even 2010 when you exited to today in 2019. What do you see that customers are expecting from their home service professional here in 2019?
So everything evolved. I mean, again, think about you ordering any type of service today, if it's Uber or if it's, I don't know, some service for your cable, and you're always getting messages and status and where your driver is, and then you're calling on your plumber or roofer, and you don't know, you're not getting any confirmation. They show up, they have this paper invoice, so you can't help but comparing. So the whole way we live our life now is more demanding. So service businesses find themselves in a situation that they need to evolve. They need to give that sort of service. They need to keep people in the loop all the time.
Absolutely, yeah. A guy that I know really well from the industry, he's got a line he uses all the time. He basically says you have to evolve or you dissolve. And so, if you're not providing that high level of service, obviously you run the risk of losing business and potential future business. What are you finding that companies that are evolving using softwares like Workiz, how is that helping their business and growth?
Well, first of all, there's the confidence that you have with your customers. Okay, when a customer feels that you took care of him right, that everything is documented, he's got like booking links, he's got confirmations, he's getting all the materials, he feels confident. He feels he's dealing with a modern business. I mean, obviously, all the tradespeople in the service pro, they're good with the hands, they know what they're doing. But there's something above that, there's a level of confidence that you can give your customers that makes them feel like, okay, this business is on top of its game. In addition to that, a lot of businesses need leads. It used to be that you put an ad on Yellow Pages or people just knew that you have your store down on Main Street. It doesn't work like that anymore. You got to go on Facebook, you got to go on Yelp, you get home advisor leads, Google. You need to efficiently monitor where money is actually coming from. So if you don't have an oversight of the money that you're spending and what exactly is converting for you, you won't be able to grow it. You have to understand what is exactly making your business grow so you can, push the gas on that form of advertising.
For sure. And as you're kind of at home watching this, listening to this, all the great information that we're talking about here, Workiz has been awesome and put together a nice little one-page handout. The link below will help you get that. Just click there, or you can email us marketing@companycam.com, and we can get that sent over to you. I think now is kind of a perfect time, Adon, to take just a quick little break. When we come back, I want to talk to you about how maybe I can make my company look just a little larger on the surface than we really are. With that confident look that you spoke of. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with Adon and Workiz.
Let's talk about it.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching with us today. Remember, if you do have questions, we want to get those answered. You can either comment below or email us marketing@companycam.com. Remember, we're going to be randomly giving away some of these awesome hot sauces, custom Talk About It hot sauce.
Let's talk about it.
What's up, guys? We're back. I still got a taco left to eat here. Adon's got a ton of great information for us, so let's get rolling. As I said, Adon, one thing that's kind of interesting to me, and I hear it a lot even on the CompanyCam end of things, is, we're a small company. What suggestions do you have for the listeners on how can they appear to be a professional large company and still deliver that high level experience for the client? Do you have any suggestions there?
Definitely. If you're still small and just starting out, well, again, it's 2019. There's lots of great online tools for you to kind of make your company shine out there. Some of them are actually very cheap and even free. Take, for example, your website. Your website tells a lot to people about, what kind of businesses. People are, they look you up online. They want to see that you're modern, you're a well-established business. You can go to Wix.com or even GoDaddy. They have a website builder. You can end up with a really nice professional-looking website in a couple of minutes. It really doesn't take that long. That's one thing. Track your calls. Google offers a very good Google Voice call tracking for free. When you start out, you can record your calls. You can monitor where you're getting calls from, and kind of separate the business from your personal life. Use online booking, Google Calendar. Google Calendar is very good for managing your appointment. Now, again, there's a lot of other free tools out there. You just got to search for them. The most important one is manage your online presence. Get a very nice looking website. Make sure your Yelp and Facebook pages look professional. Offer people a way to contact you and manage your reviews. Make sure that, if somebody is less than happy, you reach out to them, you make it right.
You bet. And we're in an age of just Google it. If we can't find you on Google, or if because a customer can't find you on Google, obviously you're not getting that business. And so I think you really hit the nail on the head when you said, not just manage your online presence, but make sure you have that presence. It's huge. So you kind of talked a little bit about there, the different steps along the way, call tracking, some of those things. Obviously, managing jobs is very important. The easiest way to get future jobs is to do the previous job well, get that organic marketing, that referral marketing going. What do you suggest? Obviously, I could have 10, 12, 15 different apps on my phone to help me really manage things, but that gets a little tedious, a little time consuming. I know Workiz kind of has a lot of those tools. Tell us a little bit about how Workiz can kind of help the listeners manage jobs and those things.
Definitely. So as your business grows, you're probably handling a lot of different apps. You're getting messages from Facebook, you're getting SMS messages, maybe you're getting a lot of calls, people want to book online. It starts to get a little tedious. So this is where Workiz is a very good tool. When you sign up, we give you your own personal email, your own local SMS number and phone number, your calendar, your own booking link. All of these tools come together. So you're basically taking all of these channels that people can contact you and you're putting them into one nice room. And it's very easy to search for it. So if you're looking for a communication you had with a client, you just type it in the search box, you find it. So you can talk with your clients via SMS, email. They can book online with our booking link. They can get automatic notifications. So it's kind of taking all of these communication options. And there's an emphasis on communication because when clients feel that you're keeping them in the loop, they will come back. They will be confident with your service. This is where Workiz really shines. It takes all of those platforms, puts it into one nice, easy package.
Excellent. Excellent. Do you have any, quick stories? I know we obviously have a time limit here. You could probably tell me stories for days. But do you have any little success stories on, companies that have started with Workiz and how it's really helped them?
We have a lot of those actually. We have a few companies that, they started off with us. They were just, a small operation. I can't really name names here, but, located in California, mostly, when we started out, we kind of, sold to a lot of people that we knew in the business. And, they wanted to advertise, but again, you take your garage door installer. He's very good with his hands. He's very good at what he does. Advertising that that can overwhelm them. So they started advertising, they started tracking calls, they started kind of understanding what works. They found that a certain Google campaign works beautiful for their business. So they pushed on it. We have companies that started with us, just from a one-man operation. Now they're running a 30-man operation. And I love to see those stories. I love to see those success stories. That's one thing. A lot of times, there's a lot of conversations that we have with our clients. When you talk to a service professional and you're like, oh, okay, so, what percentage of your estimates or leads do you close? So the vast majority of them will tell you each one. When a person calls me, I usually close them. Yeah. So we do the test, we tell them, okay, so let's do the test. Let's do this. For the next week, every time somebody calls you and he tells you, well, how much would you charge me to install so-and-so? Let's write it down. And they're very surprised to see that, they're not even hitting the 50% conversion on their estimates, and this is the thing that we're trying to kind of, pass on. Information is power. Once you see on paper or on a computer what you're actually doing and where's the potential, you see that you're leaving a lot of money on the table. And this is something that, we cannot stress enough. There's a lot more that you can do within, within the compounds of the business that you're doing right now.
For sure, absolutely. So one thing that I kind of wanted to hit on there, so Workiz helps with that communication aspect. How do you see, or what kind of increase do you usually see? Because you mentioned the contractor thing. So I'm hitting 100%. I'm closing 100% of the calls that I'm getting. When you do the test and you see that it's not even at 50, do you generally see a significant increase from what their less than 50 is after they implement Workiz? What kind of success stories do you see there as far as numbers go?
Well, it really depends on the amount of time, because when a business is growing, they don't have a lot of times, but they don't have a lot of time to handle all these calls. But once you see in front of you that you got calls asking for a price quote from, I don't know, 20 individuals, and only 5 of them actually closed the job, that means there's 15 people that you can give them a call and you can easily get 3, 4, 5 more deals. I mean, just like that, because you're looking at it, it's in a status of pending in your application. Why not give them a call? Or easier than that, just send them an email. I gave you that price quote for your, for your backyard. Let's revisit that. I mean, is there anything I can, is there anything I can do to close this? Maybe it's a price, maybe it's a confidence issue. It's very easy just to get, a little bit more.
You bet. You bet. Talking price, you mentioned price a few times there. For those watching that maybe aren't familiar with Workiz, tell us just a little bit about the price structure with Workiz. I know you've got a trial, so speak to that as well.
Definitely. We got a 14-day trial. Within that 14-day trial, all add-ons, all features are open to you. You can try it out, messaging, scheduling, invoicing, everything. After that, it really depends on the size of business you have and what kind of team size you have, the needs you have from our application. It's usually broken down into 3 main packages: a starter for $59, a team package for $149, and the pro plan for $300. Obviously, we have bigger than that, which you're more than welcome to contact us.
Yeah, you won't turn that away, will you?
Well, we are scalable. There's a lot of ways. We get a lot of businesses that come to us and they're like, I got 100 jobs per day, and that happens,
Yep.
and working with other apps and they cannot manage it. There's one thing that Workiz does well is scale. We can help you segment stuff into tags and service areas. There's a bunch of creative solutions that we have for that.
You bet. So, we're kind of running up towards the end of time here, but I did really want to dive into, how CompanyCam, how I was the one that reached out to Workiz via Facebook. I was targeted by one of your ads on Facebook, and I said, wow, this looks great. Check out CompanyCam. I think our 2 softwares should talk to each other. And here we are today. We're filming Talk About It, and we've got an integration. Maybe speak just a little bit to the integration and the value that you see that integration bringing your clients.
Definitely. So the 2 products really complement each other. So think about it like this. You schedule a job in Workiz for one of your clients, okay? You get to the location. You open your CompanyCam app. CompanyCam already knows that you're on that specific project because of the coordinates of the location. You start working, you start getting, building your proposal, you take images, you tag them, you add all the dimensions, notes for your employees. You just take all those pictures, no other steps are needed. You come back to the office to build your proposals, all of your images are already in that job. You want to create an estimate, you can just attach them to the estimate, send it to the customer, explaining very well the estimate is touching on those points. It all works beautifully together.
For sure. And we live in, kind of takes us full circle back to that first question when we were talking about, how are things different in 2019? And we live in an age where, people want to not just be sold things, but they want to be sold what's happening. They want to understand why, how, exactly what you're doing. And I'm sure having plenty of pictures to show this is what we're about ready to do. That, you know, attach those to the proposal. I'm sure that helps with closing rates. Is that something you are like? Have you seen that in the field at all?
Definitely. I mean, the more visual things get, you know, it's easier to understand and of course agree to the estimate. And this is something that CompanyCam does beautifully. I mean, I haven't seen any other app take that approach. So you can actually mark and show the person where you're going to install the part, why you're going to install the part. You can actually, you know, it's not just a picture. You can actually circle, this is where it's going to be. With your AR capabilities, you can actually show him how the unit is going to look in his yard or warehouse or the kitchen. And, you know, you sync it all together. The person gets an online ready link to his phone via SMS or email. He looks at it, scrolls, and that's it. I understand this proposal completely. I mean, it's easier to accept once you understand everything. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, no, I think that's great. And it really, like you said, you know, Workiz is a communication tool, really keeps things organized, make sure communications don't fall through the cracks. And, you know, CompanyCam's doing the exact same thing. It's an organization and communication tool. And like you said, they just work together so well. We're extremely excited to be integrated with you guys. We're going to continue to do things with Workiz, keep putting out informations. You know, 14-day free trial, try it out. Workiz. If you're not using CompanyCam or Workiz, now's a perfect time to try them both. You know, check them both out on that trial. We are kind of right up at the time here. Adon, again, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We do have a final segment, Adon, that's going to kind of answer any questions that our viewers may have, and we'll get those answered on the final segment. So if anybody has questions, again, remember you can comment below or email marketing@companycam.com. I'll be here with loads of tacos on the last segment. I'll eat those tacos. I'll get your questions answered. So make sure you send them in. Otherwise, until next week, we got another Talk About It episode coming up. We'll see you guys then. Adon, thanks, and look forward to seeing you soon.
Let's talk about it.